The lies we tell. Ethan Williams had perfected the art of deception. To the outside world, he was a charming, successful businessman, a devoted husband to Olivia and a loving partner to his secret mistress, Rachel. He lived two lives, carefully balancing his time, never leaving a trace of his betrayals. With Olivia, his wife of 10 years, he played the doting husband. Dinners at expensive restaurants, weekend getaways, flowers, just because. She believed in their marriage, in their shared dreams. With Rachel, the woman he claimed to love, he spun a different story. He told her Olivia was distant, that their marriage was just a formality, that soon, very soon, he would leave his wife and be with her forever. For years, he kept the charade alive. Two women, two versions of himself. Until one night, a single mistake unraveled everything. It was late when Ethan returned home to Olivia. He had spent the evening with Rachel, whispering sweet lies into her ear, promising her a future that would never come. He had been careless, distracted, and he had noticed the faint trace of perfume clinging to his shirt, a scent Olivia didn't wear. She noticed. Olivia didn't say anything right away. She simply observed, watched him closely. And then she did something Ethan never expected. She checked his phone. Ethan was always cautious, deleting messages, hiding calls. But tonight, he had been in a rush. A single text from Rachel remained. "I can't wait for the day when we don't have to hide anymore. I love you." Olivia's hands trembled, her heart pounding. A cold wave of realization washed over her. The man she trusted, the man she built a life with, he had been lying all along. Instead of confronting him immediately, Olivia made a decision. She wasn't going to cry. She wasn't going to beg. She was going to play the game better than he ever could. The next morning, Olivia acted normal. She kissed Ethan goodbye, smiled at him the way she always did. But inside, she was calculating, planning. She found Rachel on social media, studied her pictures, learned everything she could. Then she reached out. "Hi, Rachel. We need to talk." About Ethan. Rachel hesitated at first, but curiosity won. They met at a quiet cafe, the air thick with tension. When Olivia sat down, she wasted no time. "How long?" Olivia asked, her voice calm, controlled. Rachel looked away. 3 years. Olivia exhaled slowly. 3 years. All that time believing in a lie. "Did he tell you he loved you?" Olivia continued. Rachel nodded. "Did he tell you he was going to leave me?" Another nod. Olivia laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. "He told me the same thing. Except in my version, I'm the one he would never leave." Rachel's face paled. She wasn't the exception. She was just another pawn in Ethan's game. Then Olivia leaned forward, her voice low. "I have an idea, but you have to trust me." Rachel hesitated. But as Olivia laid out the plan, something shifted. Betrayal turned into something else. A dark satisfaction. It was time for Ethan Williams to learn what it felt like to be played. That evening, Ethan arrived home to find Olivia in their bedroom, a suitcase on the bed. "What's going on?" he asked, panic creeping into his voice. Olivia turned, her expression unreadable. "I know, Ethan. About Rachel. About everything." His mouth opened, but before he could deny it, Olivia held up his phone, the screen displaying the text from Rachel. "Don't bother lying. I've already spoken to her." Ethan's face went pale. "Olivia, Before he could finish, the front door swung open. Rachel stepped inside. Ethan froze. His eyes darted between the two women. "You didn't expect this, did you?" Olivia said, her voice icy. Rachel crossed her arms. "You played us both. And now, it's time for you to pay." Ethan tried to regain control. "Rachel, you don't understand." "No, Ethan," Rachel interrupted. "I understand perfectly. And so does Olivia. That's why we made sure your boss knows about your little secret business expenses." Ethan's stomach dropped. "Oh, and don't worry," Olivia added. "I made sure your clients found out too. Something about false invoices and missing funds." Ethan's world began crumbling. His job, his reputation. Everything was unraveling. Rachel stepped closer, her voice soft but dangerous. "You thought you could lie to both of us. Now you get to lose everything." By the end of the week, Ethan was jobless. His bank accounts were frozen. Olivia filed for divorce, ensuring he walked away with nothing. Rachel disappeared from his life, leaving behind only the bitter memory of his downfall. For the first time, Ethan Williams was alone. And the women he had lied to? They walked away, stronger, wiser, and ready to write their own stories.